Welcome to A Line Through Time, where I take the time to look through your favourite franchises and work out how it all lines up. I was recently watching the best friends play through Dead to Rights and got curious about who voiced protagonist Jack Slate. He kinda sounds like Reno Romano, but it's not him. But what matters is that while trying to find out who it was, I found out how this timeline works, and it's a weird one. Dead to Rights is a true crime style third-person shooter released by Namco USA in 2002 on all platforms. It centres on police officer Jack Slate and his crime-fighting dog Shadow as they investigate the mysterious murder of Jack's father. The GBA version is apparently loosely based on the console version. I assume it's an alternate version of the same plot in a separate canon, but there's not nearly enough information on this series online to know for sure. The Widescreen Games develops Dead to Rights 2, released in April 2005, and despite the name, is actually a prequel where Jack and Shadow search for a kidnapped judge who is a friend of Jack's soon-to-be-murdered father. Rebellion released Dead to Rights Reckoning on the PSP in June. It is another prequel, where Jack and Shadow search for an abducted teen. Then the villain, Whisper, who is basically Hush from Batman, turns out to be her father and she was in on it, and they're out for revenge for Jack fucking him up in the past, which isn't depicted in the game as far as I can tell, and after losing all of her health she runs to a ledge and jumps to her death on jagged rocks. I don't know if the fact that it's a prequel to a prequel is dumber, or if the way the plot concludes is. The fourth and currently final game in the series is luckily not yet another prequel. It's not even an interquel or a midquel. It's a reboot. Volatile Games' Dead to Rights Retribution released in 2010, following Jack and Shadow as they uncover a conspiracy surrounding a new anti-crime unit and the murder of Jack's father. I suppose it's possible, with how many plot points are similar to the first game, that the events of the second and third game still happened in this timeline as well. I kinda hope they make another one just so we can see how much more fucked up this timeline can get. But for now, any given version of the Dead to Rights timeline goes a little something like this. Grant City police officer Jack Slate and his dog Shadow deal with a criminal known as Whisper, leaving him disfigured. Later, Jack is assigned to rescue an abducted teenager. He discovers that she is Whisper's daughter, who attempts to kill him. Jack kills them both in self-defense. Jack and Shadow pursue the case of a judge abducted by the Russian crime lord, Blanchov. Blanchov has both the judge and Jack's girlfriend Ruby killed before being killed by Jack. Jack's father Frank uncovers a conspiracy involving the mayor and is murdered. Jack and Shadow uncover the truth and avenge Jack's father. Wait, this takes place in Grant City? So then Frank and Jack are part of the GCPD? Anyway, it's a short one, I know, but I really wanted to talk about this nonsense. Come on Namco, you can make this dumber, like a midquel starring Shadow in scenes he wasn't present in one of the games, or a prequel about how Shadow met a younger Jack during the first Whisper incident. Basically, just give us a game about Shadow, that would be great. Okay, never mind then. If you like this video, why not subscribe and check out some of these other videos? If not, then make sure to share it with your enemies so they can suffer along with you.